This is my 1996 Correct Craft Ski Nautique, and I have been trying to figure out how the heck you can run it out of the water. I keep taking it down to the water. Like yesterday I took it down and the damn battery was dead and it was a pain in the ass. So I took the battery out of my truck, which wasn't easy, and put it in there and it still wouldn't start, so I had to bring it back home. And now I'm trying to figure out how to run it on the hose, which I can't believe that Correct Craft didn't, or they probably have something that you can screw onto this. Anyway, this is your seawater strainer right here. This thing right here that the lines are hooked up to, that go to the water pump and come out of the bottom of the boat. In case you don't know, Ski Nautique has the water intake underneath the boat. You can't see it too well. Anyway, I pulled this sea strainer off of there. It's got this filter, and you might want to check it occasionally, because there was a lot of seaweed and like some branches in there. It'll stop your water flow to your motor, maybe make it overheat. That's it right there. I made that makeshift thing out of a bottle right there, shoved the hose in one end, and I'm gonna clamp it on there, and should work hopefully. And I see some marks around my exhaust that look like might be some water coming out of here, so I'll have to check that while it's running too. Anyway, I'll get back to you when I have it running. Okay, one scary mistake that I made already. Most of these boats have a petcock that you can cut off going down where the water comes in from under the boat. So I turned my water on, I started the boat, and there wasn't any water coming out of the exhaust, so I hurried up and shut it down, realizing that you have to cut the water off that's going down under the boat, because all my water was going out the bottom. So the side that sucks in from under the boat, you have to shut it off. So now I got to figure out how I'm gonna, since there's no petcock to shut off on there, I'm probably going to take this hose off and find another hose that size and plug it off somehow, or plug it inside here so the water goes only into my engine. So anyway, what I did was I put that bottle, I cut both ends, shoved that hose down in there, put a clamp on the sea strainer, and then I had to figure out a way to cut off the water from going out through the intake hose back out the bottom of the boat, which I actually started. That was a mistake. I could have burned up my impellers, but luckily I guess I didn't, because as you can see, there's water coming out of it now. I gotta turn my charger off. So anyway, there you go. There's a way to start your Correct Craft while it's out of the water. Plenty of water coming out. So I'm gonna let it get up to temperature. That's what they say, to let it get up to. And there was a lot of water spraying out of where the bottom clamp and where the hose is before I started it, of course, because there's nowhere for the water to go. It can't go back out the bottom anymore, so it's got to let that pressure out somewhere. But as soon as I started it up, it wasn't spraying all over anymore. Now I got to figure out why it's not starting. It could be because the battery's so low, but I had a charger on there. It was still just clicking. So I got to figure out if I got a starter issue or a relay issue. I guess I can shut it back off, try to jump the relay, see if it turns over that way. turns over that way, then it's not the starter. I jumped it off the starter, how I got it running. It was only clicking at the ignition. It could be that ignition wire too, going from the ignition to the relay. Okay, so there you go. I hope that helps somebody, but I couldn't really find a video that explained that well.